We got ourselves Andromeda coming back in as a Marksmanship Hunter. I like your set, by the way. That set looks good. We got the Dark Ranger, like Sylvanas thing going on. I like it. We got Never Persist over in the back as a rogue, as a sub-rogue. We got Revendare. We got Starwalker as a boomkin. With a Necrolord, looks like he may be the first one up and running with Chicago in the back. Starwalker walking towards Grizz, trying to see if he may be able to knock him back. Grizz doesn't really go super far. He's going to get a stun onto Starwalker immediately. Bar skip by the Druid Demon. Pets are throwing it in with Cyclone, but Starwalker, quick Cyclone. Trying to see if he can escape those pets. Has a bunch of stars on the ground waiting for him. Could pick him up if he wants to. With a Demonic Tyrant getting summoned out fresh. That's going to be another stun. Demon Dog is big tower damage. Starwalker better trying to escape it as best as possible. 36 seconds into the duel. It has already taken a ton of damage. With Handigal does get it loaded up, but looks like he's able to deny any kind of damage from the pets with Precise on his side. Trying to see if he can maybe make some damage happen. Quick silence onto Grizz. That's going to be Dark Pack for a second. Does Starwalker have no damage? Going to be a Cyclone to Grizz. Will not burn a Trinket. Grizz has himself full Incarnation. Does he have any damage from this Incarnation Trinket? Out of that pet stun. Bash onto Grizz. Wall by the Warlock. It looks like Grizz is just gonna Starwalker is gonna back up for a second. Does he have any damage? He continues to get Cyclones on the Grizz. I think he's just trying to reduce the value of the wall by Grizz as best as possible. But Starwalker is eventually gonna be put in spot where he can't really recover himself. Mortal puts him out in the bad spot for a moment. Quick roar onto all these pets again. Another Cyclone is going to be very, very DR'd. As Grizz should be able to get some counter pressure at this point. Get himself some Demon Doggers in there. Some Demon Bolts as well. Starwalker got himself full dots rolling in. There's going to be some dots attacking Grizz as well. But these stones back to back by the Warlock, the damage is going to be plenty. Starwalker just doesn't have a lot of resources here. But he's trying to keep himself afloat as best as possible with his whole Bear Form for its regen. And Grizz is actually starting to take a little bit of damage. The Starwalker can keep the pressure going in as a boomkin. Playing Necrolord, you may actually be able to set him over the edge. We've seen that with Ori a couple of times whenever Ori plays Necrolord Boomy. The dot damage can be quite pervasive. It can be quite impactful. Starwalker trying to see if he can maybe potentially push up on the Grizz. He has no health whatsoever. The pets are going to set him over the edge unless he got himself emergency heal. Looks like Grizz did end up getting some more damage on him. I feel like you just got to get the Starfalls rolling in. You got to get all damage sources, damage over time sources rolling in as best as possible. It's about all you can do in a situation like this. Never Persist is going to be up next with a stun by Grizz with a Mortal Raft. Try to see if he can avoid the Tyrant. May have to go for a vanish here as the Tyrant pet is walking at him. It's going to be cheap shot on Grizz. The Tyrant right next to him. Going to get a couple damage hits in there. The Tyrant is not the most empowered version, but it's going to get some damage in either way. No, Persist taking quite a bit of damage. May have to cloak a shot here. There's going to be a lot of damage from the pets. It's going to go for a vanish as he dies at real low. He maybe overstayed his welcome next to Grizz, and Grizz was able to punish him quite a bit. But Never Persist has been able to at least get himself a bit of a reset. I don't know if he can use Sippy Cup or not, but he should be able to have his own Crimson Vial to keep him alive and healthy. I don't know what Daly is doing over here. He's kind of just crawling around. I swear to God, you're going to get sapped up by accident, my guy. You're going to get sapped up by accident at some point. Grizz going to eat the full Resonator. Maybe the lights out. Oh, cheap shot. Oh, my goodness. Not much you can really do in that situation with double pet Mac gonna be up next, dropping them big grenades on the Never Persist. Stun to follow. Does he have a way out? No more vanish. The rogue may have to use every defense in order to try to survive. Death shock him, but the pet may just rip right through him. That's gonna be explosive right after. Is there no explosion? Cloak shot is the last second, and Never Persist just leaves. Doesn't even want to waste anyone's time. He doesn't want to let Dampening climb up. Andromeda gonna be getting a quick Hunter's Mark onto double pet Mac as the Marksmanship Hunter wants to get advantage. Once he gets the range, is going to be running with a pet this time. Pet most likely for a defensive value. Try to see if he may be able to get a free zone to double pet Mac. I think this man knows more or less where Andromeda may be coming from. Try to see if he may be able to flare around the corner. Andromeda just needs a double tap and line of sight. Biting shot, gonna be double pet Max, seeing him for just a second. Gonna be full cooldowns out of the Hunter. Faint death for a second for the survival. Gonna be more double tap damage rolling up for double pet Mac. Trying to maximize some pressure. That's gonna be Andromeda with a faint death for a second. Needs to make sure those aim shots are clean and are hitting the target with the turtle shield to follow as they're dipping kind of low. It's gonna be explosive one to Andromeda. Has a bit of damage still rolling in with cooldowns, but the line of sight is established by double pet Mac. Just backing up out of there. Flesh got to catch back up. Andromeda dotted up with the pet, aggressively assaulting them. Not much they can really do. Try to turn the pet, but the survival hunter swinging around the corner. The sound tricking for Andromeda does not have anything at all. I think double pet Mac is just gonna let the dots rot him down. With the Chicago gonna be up next over for the team one, charging out of the survival hunter. Earth elemental at the ready. Ghost Raptors joining in. It's gonna be able to soak up a lot of those traps from double pat. He's just got some plenty of ability, just backing up out of there with more Ghost Raptors joining in. It's gonna go for a camo. Almost gets a clean camo. Oh, but Chicago does spot him at the last second. The Raptors are joining in. It looks like Chicago is really the Beastmaster hunter in this duel. With the pet of Double Mac actually dead, did get his full resummon, going to be a death tracker between Chicago and the Earth Elemental, does pre-wall this in case Double Pet Mac has any kind of damage to follow. And Chicago just continuing to waddle at him, does get big zaps. Double Pet Mac is not in a great spot, gonna go fade out for a second. The best dude needs to attack him, cannot control the Earth Elemental, so that's a perfect freebie heal for Double Pet Mac. If only he had Shaman had the control of the elementals, of the elemental wolves and the Earth Elemental, just like a Ellie Shaman does with the Primal Ellie. That'll be an offensive spot because you can disrupt that heal immediately. Stun onto Double Pet Mac, trying to give himself a bit of recovery. Acceleration. Oh, maybe not acceleration. What did you just heal with? Someone healed you. It wasn't Exil, but I'm not sure what that was then. I'm actually confused. Was that a Battle Master trick? Maybe? I felt like someone healed him. Chicago is going to go for a little bit of recovery. Double Pet Mac with a feint death for a second. The pet does have a flame trick on him, so you cannot really go for a reset with that camo. But it's going to end up sneezing on a totem, taking that thing out. Double Pet, though, has a turtle shell, so he's in a good spot. Acceleration available at the ready in case he needs it. Going to be grenades to try to see if he can swing around Chicago, trying to avoid him as best possible. The flame check rolling on him. He's going to have to go feign death. Chicago is going to send in more ghost rolls in there versus Double Pet with a lightning bolt right after. Chicago sprinting out of that trap for a moment. Sunder onto Double Pet. Does have a turtle shell with a flash cut charge to recover. Chicago, I think he's playing the Ventier, so if you can get Double Pet back. Oh no! He's not playing Ventier. He's a Necrolord. How did I not see that? How did I not realize it? With them lightning bolts, it makes all the sense in the world. I was gonna say, are you playing the Earthspike build? But based on the Raptors, I can tell you're not. Chicago just continues to walk and march towards Double Pet. Quick run for a second, stun to follow. Chicago does pre-wall this damage, so Double Pet is going to try to see if he can crack through defenses, but it's still 40% damage reduction, which is quite potent for the Shaman. Going to be Chicago using that Drain Out Ratio, trying to give himself a bit of healing. Double zap on the Pet as well as the Hunter. Another Primordial Bolt going to set up. If they have the Maelstrom, they may be able to double zap, Double Pet. Oh my goodness, so much damage out of Chicago. Trying to see if they can work down the Pet as best as possible. Is that Pet dead? It is! Camo for double, but he does get hit with a Sunder. Trinket to follow. Needs to get sped up and running as soon as possible. He's just missing out on quite a bit of damage value in Chicago. Got himself full Ghost Raptors, able to heal himself. Maybe a Lightning Bolt to follow. Trying to see if he can slow him down. One more Lightning Bolt is all he needs. So Pet. No, sorry, he might just die. Oh! He just got savaged by the Raptors. Didn't even need Chicago to walk in there and apply any pressure at all. Let the Pets just do work. My goodness. Oh, man. With a stun around the corner as Alf going to be up next, trying to see if he may be able to press Chicago. Chicago has a wall coming back up very, very soon. Ghost Raptors on standby in 50 seconds unless it can get a lot of more Maelstrom very, very rapidly. Are they playing a Ghost Strike build? Or Ghost Raptor build? Ghost Wolf build? I call them Ghost Raptors, but they're wolves. Although the mods he got going on is Raptors. Chicago avoiding the Army of the Dead and the A-Bomb Limb of Alpha as best as possible, trying to create that line of sight, not burning a wall just yet. And Alpha so far has not been able to maximize any pressure with that A-Bomb Limb and the Army versus Chicago. Finally, they get to connect for just a moment. AMS Alpha, the death at a very, very early stun. Trinket out of Chicago. The Pet is going to get a power reduction formation as he sacrifices the first set of Pet. That's going to be him and the Pet crawling and clawing at Chicago. Has the wall in case he needs to. May want to use it early. Does not use the wall yet. Trying to go for a Hex. I think he's trying to go for a Flash Cat. Quickie, Hex. But that's going to be interrupted. Oh, no. It's going to be a Trinket out of Alf. Looks like he interrupted something. I'm not sure what he interrupted. Did he try to interrupt the initial Hex? Chicago does get a bit of recovery with the Flash Cat. That's going to be wall. Alpha, no health. Oh my god, Chicago just got ahead of the ropes. Like, you're almost there. You almost get me. You almost taking me out. Bakey's absolutely just getting blasted. We don't even know if he's up next. Is it Bakey? Chicago may have just may have done way too quickly. Is it Bakey? I think I'm still trying to figure out. Is it Dally or is it Bakey? One of these two is dueling Chicago. Chicago just trying to figure out who it is. It looks like it potentially is Bakey as he does dive into cell. That would have been perfect potential for Chicago just to blast out the damage into the Druid and get that momentum rolling before the Druid even has a chance to respond. But Chicago decided to be like, you know what? Honorable gamer. I'm gonna wait to find out to make sure that I'm actually dueling you. Big blast to Bacon, what was that? Oh my god, them lightning bolts just crit. Something fierce. Bacon trying to see if he can play it fully defensively. Bear from friends in regen may have to wall this off. Trying to go for sack over Chicago, but the grounded totem is going to prevent it. Bacon is still a knight for Chicago. As long as they're careful with that Convoke, they'll be okay. Trying to see if he can avoid the pet. Convoke with the Earth Ellie's there. Does he ultimately take bites? Or he'll take some bites in there. Bacon just got super unlucky. Those Convokes, the Earth Ellie took those bites with stride. Protecting Chicago is his purpose in life. Got a Ghost Raptors in. Bacon no help whatsoever. Next jump could be really deadly. Does get a stone Chicago, but Bacon got no help whatsoever. Chicago got Primordial. Bacon could be dead with the next zap. Unless they're careful. Better get rid of anything that's conductive on yourself. Gonna be a bear form. Is that gonna be enough? Is a thick bear hiding now to keep him alive? Trying to get a Barska with the Thorns Fall. Is gonna be capacitated on him. But Chicago doesn't quite stun Bacon. Trying to see if he can chase him around the pillar. This pillar game is getting really out of hand as Bacon got plenty of mobility. Just can move around this pillar like it's nothing. Chicago got half the mobility of Feral Druid. So trying to do the best they can to reconnect. Quick throw with Bacon as he's trying to find himself an escape, at least using these boxes, hiding in between them. There's going to be a quick interrupt by Chicago with an interrupt. Oh, Savage is making, had to burn that interrupt with the trinket just to make sure he gets a big hit. Dally trying to go in for a stun onto the Necrolord shield, but it's going to give him an immunity from Chicago. Chicago gets immunity for that CC altogether. Evasion up for Dally. Could go for quick shots if he wants to. Is he a Night Fae? No, Necrolord. Just trying to let the dots work on Chicago, but Dally might just have to go for. He has already used Vanish. I'm not really sure for what. Quick shot is the only thing available. He got nothing to left unless he goes for a blind. He may just need to run away. Chicago just taking him out. Doesn't let this row go anywhere before he makes a move. He's like, you're mine. Taking you down with me. Oh, actually, I'm taking you out before you take me out. This is Chicago at their prime, man. That Necrolord Shaman, it is so good. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure like a lot of the Covenant abilities won't be returning for the Shamans, but I'm hoping you can stay this aggressive and sustainable, damage-wise and healing-wise, as a Shaman going to Dragonfight, man. If anything, if you could continue just blasting people out with zaps like this going forward.